Welcome to the MLBPA Tournament Championship game. We've got me as the Chicago White Sox playing against the computer at the Toronto Blue Jays. Just to kind of take a recap at where we started off. So it was the Chicago White Sox. I was the 9th ranked team. In case you haven't been following this, what I did is at the beginning of before the tournament, what I did is I did a full season, but it was like simulated. I didn't play any games, just let the computer do it. And I took the rankings of all the teams, and I ranked them from 1st to 28th, and then I put them in these brackets like for a tournament. And so I was the 9th ranked Chicago White Sox. That's my team, so that's the only team I play as. Computer plays as all the other teams. And my first game was against the Colorado Rockies. I beat them in round 1. And the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th ranked team got a bye during round 1. So it was kind of crazy that Houston actually beat Philadelphia. And it should have been, I made a mistake, which I mentioned before, and Oakland should have been, 28th ranked team should have been right here, so it should have been Oakland against LA. And it should have been New York Yankees against Houston. Accidentally put them in the wrong spot, but anyway, 27th ranked Houston beat the 1st ranked Philadelphia Phillies. 9th ranked Chicago White Sox, I beat the Colorado Rockies to move up. And it was the 13th ranked Detroit Tigers who beat the 1st ranked, or 20th ranked Seattle Mariners. Round 2. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so round 1, Houston beat LA. I think I said Houston beat Philadelphia, but anyway, it was round 2 when Houston beat Philadelphia, who had the bye week in round 1. Houston moved up to the quarterfinals. My team, the Chicago White Sox, played against the Detroit Tigers and beat them, moved up into the quarterfinals. So in the quarterfinals, I beat the Houston Astros and moved up to the semifinals. Over here, we've got the Atlanta Braves, 2nd ranked team, had a bye in round 1. The New York Yankees beat the Oakland A's, moving up to round 2. Texas Rangers beat the Montreal Expos, going up. Round 2, the Milwaukee Brewers beat the Boston Red Sox, moving up to round 2. So in round 2, the Atlanta Braves beat the New York Yankees, moving up to the quarterfinals. The Texas Rangers beat the Milwaukee Brewers, moving up into the quarterfinals as well. But then the quarterfinals, the big upset, the Atlanta Braves had gotten beat by the 10th ranked Texas Rangers. So Texas went to the quarterfinals, or semifinals. Down here you got the St. Louis Cardinals. I almost called them the St. Louis Blues. You got the St. Louis Cardinals, who had a bye in round 1. You got the San Francisco Giants, beat the New York Mets in round 1, moved up. Here we had a pretty big upset. The Minnesota Twins, not only did they get beat by the Chicago Cubs, but the Cubs had a no-hitter against them. I was actually kind of, I'm growing up a White Sox fan, I'm not a Cubs fan at all. I don't like the Cubs, but I wanted to see the Cubs make it to the semifinals so I could play against them. I was pretty confident I'd get that far. But I'm not quite as confident in MLBPA as I am with Tecmo Super Bowl. So there's always, once in a while, I do lose a game. So then I had the 16th ranked Cincinnati Bengals beat 17th ranked, the Cincinnati Reds beat the 17th ranked San Diego Padres. So I make that mistake a lot because I play more football and hockey than I do baseball. Round 2, we got upset. St. Louis Cardinals got beat by the San Francisco Giants. The Giants moved up to the quarterfinals. Down here, the Chicago Cubs got beat by the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds moved up to the quarterfinals. In the quarterfinals, San Francisco Giants beat the Cincinnati Reds, making it to the semifinals. Over here we had the Toronto Blue Jays with the bye. Kansas City Chiefs beat the California Angels. I did it again. The Kansas City Royals beat the California Angels, moving to round 2. The Pittsburgh Pirates got beat by the Florida Panthers, so that there was an upset. Panthers moved on. Wait a minute. No, it's the Florida Marlins. That's the third team I got wrong. So the Pittsburgh Pirates got beat by the Florida Marlins. And we had the Baltimore Orioles get beat by the Cleveland Indians in round 1. Round 2 was the Toronto Blue Jays beating the Kansas City Royals. And it was the Cleveland Indians beating the Florida Panthers. The Florida Marlins. This is going to be a really frustrating video. Anyway, and whoever has the better rank was the home team in every game. So in the quarterfinals, you had the Toronto Blue Jays beating the Cleveland Indians, going to the semifinals. I should have just found a way to put the whole team name in there. So then yesterday we had our semifinal games. Me as the Chicago White Sox, I beat the San Francisco Giants. And the Texas Rangers had gotten beat by the Toronto Blue Jays. Now we're going to be seeing the championship game. Me as the Chicago White Sox playing against the Toronto Blue Jays. And since I was the 9th ranked team and Toronto's the 3rd ranked team, Toronto will get the home field advantage, which, you know, I prefer playing at home, of course. So, but anyway, hope you're looking forward to the end of this tournament. Let's see who wins. Now, the Toronto Maple Leafs won my hockey tournament. So if I can't pull this off, then we're going to have 2 Toronto teams winning tournaments. My technical Super Bowl tournament, there are no Toronto teams, maybe. That's why it was much easier for me to win. So I don't know, I'm usually pretty confident in baseball too, just not as confident as technical Super Bowl, so we'll see. But hope you enjoyed the intro, and see you in the championship game next.